Hi my crafty friends, this is Terry Marcus with the Yaya Collection, and I'm here today to share with you these cute little lip balm cases. So they fit right in there, cute little books. I sold these at my craft fairs last year and they did wonderful, so I'm going to show you a quick way to make them, and maybe you can use them for gifts or bag stuffers, stocking stuffers, wedding favors, birthdays. They'd be even cute done in a fall theme, and at Thanksgiving put them at each person's place setting. So I will put the measurements in the comments below after I post the video. So the first thing you need, and you can do this with scraps, which is so awesome. And if you do a lot of albums like I do, or scrapbook or cards, you've always got scraps laying around. So this is a piece of cardstock that's 3.5 by 5.5. And you are going to score it at 2 3/8 on the 5.5 side. So 5.5 goes up here. Going to score it at 2 3/8, and you're going to score it at 3 1/8. And that's going to give you your spine. Okay, so you're going to end up with a little booklet like this. The other piece that you need to score is the piece that's going to hold your lip balm. This piece is 1 by 3. So on the 3-inch side, on the 3-inch side, you're going to score it at 3/4. And you're going to score it at 2 1/4. And that gives you these little legs that you'll glue down. What I do is I kind of roll this with something round. It can be a pencil, whatever, and it starts training the paper to be round like you'll need it. And that's all the scoring you need to do. I usually round my corners. And then you'll want to take whatever paper. Look at this cute with the sloss. This was a 6 by 6 book I had. So as you see, the corners on the front are like that. So you're going to want to round the appropriate corners. Then you have a piece that is 5/8 by 3 1/8. That will be your spine. I'm not going to do that. On the inside, put something on this side that you can stamp or put a sentiment on or write to and from. And then for this one, I use the same material. You can use whatever you want. So now everything's all rounded. The first thing you need to do is you use a ribbon to do the closure. So I like to use score tape. And I'm going to put it down the middle. And this is 1/4 inch score tape. You can use 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch. I wouldn't go much beyond that, depending on what your ribbon is. And then I'm sure you know, the more you burnish and make sure that that score tape is down, the easier the paper comes up. I say that and then I have trouble. Okay. So here's my ribbon. It's 15-16 inches long. So I find the center of it. I put my fingernail there, and then I put my nail down in the center of the spine and lay my ribbon on top of that. I don't do it too tight when I bring it over to the other side because it has to bend to close. So then your ribbon is done. It's okay if some of the tape sticks out beyond the ribbon. You can see it maybe a little bit there, shiny, because we're going to put these papers on top of it, the designer papers on top. And that's going to cover it up. For this I use more liquid glue. The cover is made with 80-pound or 65-pound cardstock. I use a lot of cardstock, solid cardstock from 12x12 cardstock.shop. They have great prices and amazing customer service. So I really like working with them, and oh my gosh, they've got any kind of paper there you want. Then we put this on. This is the back of the cover. Just get it centered. And then don't forget you have your little spine piece. And these can be any combination of papers you want. I mean, definitely go to your scrap stash. This is a perfect way to get rid of those little pieces and do something fun. So inside, the first thing you're going to want to do is put your piece that's going to hold your lip balm. So it's got two little feet, I'll call them. You're going to center those right up to your score line. And I make sure that my chapstick will fit. And see, by curving that ahead of time, how easily that does. And then you just glue the backs on. So again, you could stamp a sentiment on here, write a message. If you have a Cricut, you can put the measurements in there and cut this all out on your Cricut. But it's so easy and quick. At the craft fairs, I always had a bunch of these cut up and ready to go. And when I was between people, then I would sit there and make them. And that actually sold more because people saw me making them. So then, that's it. It's all done. Put your little lip balm in, and I get my lip balms at Dollar Tree. They're 3 for $1. You can order them online, and you get 12 packs of. So let's decorate this little guy. He's got a lot of sparkle on him already. Go in here, and I like putting and I'll just put 3 of these on each side. The glue will dry clear so you won't see it. It just gives a little surprise when you open up the package. You could put ephemera in here. You could cut something out in vinyl with your Cricut and put it on. And there you go. So let's do one more. This one I'm gonna do is more masculine. It's got a fishing lure theme. So these are really quick and easy. So again, we're going to score on the 5.5 inch side. We're going to score at 2 3/8. Oops. 2 3/8. And 3 1/8. And then the little piece that will secure the lip balm, we score at 3/4 and at 2 1/4. Again, I just give it a little help to train it to start curving and bend my little feet. This is a little bit heavier cardstock. This is probably 80 pound. So I'm going to chomp my corners. And then this is the outside. See which way I want to go up. And this one's going over here, so I'll chomp this side of it. Okay. So my ribbon. Remember, put your ribbon on first. Burnish it down. Now you could use wet glue if you want. It'll just take a little bit longer. You can use like a tape gun, whatever you're comfortable with. This is just what I like to use. Find the center of your ribbon. I put my thumb there. I go to the center of the spine, lay that down, and then I loosely lay it down here. That didn't turn out very straight, did it? Okay. You can ink your edges. You can you could emboss this if you use plain paper. I mean, there's no new ideas out there, people. It's just how do we take it and make it our own. Put our little stamp on it. Okay, and then here's my little spine piece. And then we're going to put this down. That holds the lip balm. Remember to put it right up to your score lines there, but not over, so that it'll still close and move freely when you need to close it. And see, because we rounded that, how nicely that lays. Another piece of designer paper. And then for this one, I just had another piece of this solid, and I wanted to do that and cover up that little tab there rather than leaving it alone. So on the front of this one, because I'm making this to be more for a guy, I thought I would use some pop dots. And put this thermos on it. This would be cute to send in a little package if your grandchild or your son is at college, or if your daughter's into fishing and camping. This would be adorable. Okay, so I'm going to take this, put it down on my front. Because I popped that up, I'm not going to pop up this. Put the hello on it. Now for my craft fairs, I bundled these, I think in 2s or 3s. I'd have to look back at my list to see what I did. But they would be a great card or a place setting. So there. How cute are those? We have the sloths with the flamingos. I put a sparkly little flamingo in here. This could be a birthday. So there's all kinds of possibilities. Just use your imagination, go through your scraps, and have fun. Thanks for joining me. This is Terry Marcus with the Yaya Collection. I appreciate you stopping by and looking at my channel.